Oh God.
What?
And
Yeah.
we're live.
We're here, shut it live, even though this ain't bingo.
What's
That
Hey, how
Tell
y'all
your
doing?
friends.
Shut it
Tell
live.
somebody to tell somebody to tell
I'm
somebody.
back.
Shut it live.
Tap the screen, gift the host.
Gift the host.
Get the host with the not cut haircut.
I gifted the homie Lily with a treasure today, so I think I'm out of the doghouse.
I hate
I'm out of
it.
the doghouse. You don't hate it here. I'm just being honest. I gifted my homie with treasure today, so I gotta get Lala one too. So Lala treasure coming soon.
Oh.
What was I about to do? I'm tripping. I was like, shit,
But yo, let me go and show this shit too, because I got people that want to watch this. So I told them it's about mental health.
And I
This
feel like
Damn.
About to send it to the brush real quick.
It's the same link, right?
Yeah. No,
It's about
no,
to go.
no, it's
YouTube.
not. Hold on. Let me copy them and send them to the group chat. That way y'all can get that one too.
Oh.
Bitch, no.
It's about to go down. It's about to go down.
I got 6 model chick. Oh, my bad. Okay.
Oh, the little homie and big. That's
What
his
happened to
girl.
the what happened to the music? The little cue music.
I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot all of that.
Hold on. I got it. What y'all want me to play? Is it instrumental?
Yeah.
Snap. Okay. I think I got the best instrumental for this one. Well, Malcolm might know this one. I don't know if everybody likes this artist, but I like this song. R.I.P. to the man, you know.
R.I.P. to the. Let me stop.
No, I had it here.
Wow. You dead ass? You hate it? Wow.
I'm trying to figure out. I mean, hey,
Wow.
I'm just playing. Chill out.
Nah, too late. Too late. Too late. It's too
oh, yeah,
late.
this
And we back. Hey. Okay. Hold on.
Reinvest, double up, then it's fine. Gotta be love in the city. It gotta be. All right, look, I ain't want to put that too long, but that mother was about to get real. I about to start singing the whole song. So.
I'm weak.
Hey, we're back.
And we're back.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? We here.
Hello, Governor.
Hey.
With a lot of gang stuff.
Whole lot of gang shit.
You're here in this mug. Look at this. My eyes. I ain't doing it. Anyways.
Yeah.
Let me see, you know what I'm saying? The Four Musketeers, one of them calmed down like it's Beto because she talking about she looks something like. So, you know.
Oh, wow.
That's what you
I hate
said.
it here.
You said that off the camera. You said that off camera.
I hate it here.
I'm
I hate
repeating.
it here.
I repeated what you said.
Wow.
Definitely repeated what you said.
Wow.
Either you could have threw on a hat or a wig. You'd have been all right.
Not a hat or a wig.
Wow, that's crazy.
No, because
I like your hair now.
of course you do.
Yes, I do.
You should.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Y-
Okay,
okay.
this is the Black Journal. You
The
know,
Black Journal.
episode Deuce 22. You know what I'm
That's it.
saying?
22.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't been 22 in 6 years, so that's a long
That
time
part.
ago for me. This is episode 22, man. We're gonna go on and start the introductions off, and then we're gonna get y'all the topic, and we're gonna get going because we already know how we get down. We're gonna
That
start,
part.
man, to the top of me, man. To the top. I'm gonna say left to everybody else, right to some people who cross-eyed, but don't judge me. I'm just saying.
I ain't say none of that. I ain't say none of that.
I don't give a fuck. Oh yeah. Side note, my birthday was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Turn up to me. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing
28.
related for my nephew.
You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for all the love and support and trust and all of that good stuff. But we're gonna go and get started with the Mandingo Warrior above me. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
Mandingo. What's going on here now?
That's what I call myself.
You feel me?
Fucking lying.
One of the OG ladies at my job called me Mr. Hang'em Love.
You must have. You know what? Continue.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the
So,
Mandingo for me. Go ahead, though.
You already know I hang.
I hate
Mr.
it.
Hang Low. I will to the anyway. You know what's going on? I mean, it's your boy, Sure Mally now.
But
you know what I mean?
no.
I'm here in this motherfucker. I'm saying with the half a chili bowl and then
Not that
I mean,
half. No.
I mean,
Oh
so you know,
no.
I mean business. I ain't even clean up for this.
What's up, y'all? Say a prayer for my baby girl. She's been sick.
Yeah, man. Say a prayer for my sister, man. She, you know what I'm saying? She been sick for the last 2 months.
Straight up.
Wow.
We don't really know what's going on. She can't keep no food down, so y'all just say a prayer for her, man. Put up there with the Most High.
Definitely.
Oh God. And then you know what I'm saying? Enough about me. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the other man of the hour. My boy on the bottom.
Mandingo number 2. Woo!
What's good, everybody, man? Y'all already know what it is. It's the Sensei back at it again, man. Nation, Trey.
Mandingo, go ahead.
Hey, yo, King, if you know me from anywhere else, man, I'm all 3 in 1.
No
so
problem.
But we here tonight again, man. Episode 22, man. Deuce edition, man. We here. We ready to get y'all some knowledge, man. And this is gonna be a good one. So sit back, relax, put your thinking caps on, comment, subscribe, and press the notification bell. We trying to get them
Subscribe in this motherfucker.
Trying to get the YouTube views up. You feel me? So subscribe, man. Every time we come out, we're gonna give y'all a banger. So we're gonna go on and give it to, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's up? Hey, Gabriella.
Gabby!
What's up, Gabby?
What up?
Gabby! Malcolm, look at me. Champion.
Oh, that's what that is.
Thanks, Gabby, for coming on, yo. Real talk.
909.
Yo. Yeah. Hey, Pop.
Pop is cool, man.
Hey, so we're gonna go to the person next to me and point the wrong way. This way.
The one that's not camped up.
The one that's not camped up.
I know you fucked
You
your body.
had it the other way.
Lily, shit, go. Damn it, I can't do it right now. My fingers are tripping. Everyone knows
Wow, because I'm
that way.
crazy.
Girl,
wow. Okay. Well, am I talking to Lala?
Here's you.
Oh,
You're the one that's cammed down. We were talking about the person that's cammed down.
I apologize. Well, hey everybody. Well, you know, my name is Lee to the Lee. You already know. Shout out to New York. I'm joking with y'all. And I'm happy to be back on the Black Journal. And Lala, you might want to take it away because I'm sharing this stuff.
I'm Lala. That's it.
Damn. That was dry. Jesus.
Oh God.
Thank you for having me out here.
More of a fucking
Jesus.
I got stuck for a second. But now I'm Lala. I'm happy to be back out here.
Love her energy.
Waiting to hit this topic.
Yes, love the energy. Love the energy. Love the energy. As you should. Anyway, this is
I
the
hate it
Black
here.
Journal.
I
Back
hate
to
it
you.
here. I hate it here.
We always
Don't hate it
got
here.
to play
You love it
around
here.
at the time
He
of
loves
night.
it here, everybody. Please ignore
So
him.
Malcolm, we're gonna go on since it's Sir Matty Mal's job. We're gonna let Mal go on and start the topic off. We're gonna go and let Malcolm do the topic of the day. You know, yeah, you sir, right there. Yeah, you there.
So what
Yeah,
happened was, as our talkings behind the scenes of the production today, previous day, I've been thinking, what's a good topic for today's episode, right? You know what I'm saying? I was thinking with my cranium, and I wondered, it's all in there, your mental. So today's topic is, what is the status of our or y'all's mental health? People in the comments, us, we need to band together on this one because this is a very, I ain't gonna say semi-serious, I'm just gonna say it's a serious topic because it's very, it hits at home to a lot of people, including Lala, which she has stated behind the scenes. So I would actually start with you, Lala, when it comes down to that, because I know that you have some good key points about mental health. So I ask you this: what is the history behind it? If you know any of how did mental health become an issue in our community?
I feel like she has nothing to say. She's like, damn, not too much of it.
Can you come back to me on that?
All right, well, I'll go to Sensei because I feel like you can say, you can start it off with that one.
Go ahead. I know I need to work on my mental health. Oh shit.
Okay.
We all definitely know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as the origin, I really don't know. That's something I need to research more on. But as far as for me, as far as I know about mental health, honestly, to me, as far as self-love, mental health is one of the most important things that you need to focus on, due to the fact that you lose your mental, you can lose a lot. Like I'm talking about relationship-wise, job-wise, career-wise. Job and career are the same, but some people have a job, some have a career. You can lose it family member-wise, you can lose it friend-wise, you can lose it yourself-wise, and what's more dangerous than losing a friendship is losing oneself. And a lot of people don't understand what that means, but a lot of people is going through exactly what I'm talking about. You've lost yourself and you don't know how to get back to where you feel like you're comfortable with you.
Yeah.
This go for men, women, gay dudes, straight women, straight gay women, gay men, et cetera, et cetera. Trans men, trans women. It does not matter what you are, what you classify yourself as, if you're black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, etc. Self-love and mental health is something that everybody needs to focus on, because once you don't know who you are, there's a lot of openings there's a lot of openings that you can mistakenly fall into due to you thinking this is what's best for you. But if you don't know what you really need, if you haven't really sat there and, like Malcolm said, and like 4 episodes ago, wipe that dirty ass mirror you got off to see your true self, then what are you looking at? What are you doing? I can say more, but I would rather, instead of posing that question, I would rather pose this question. And I know everybody wants to think about that question a little more because it is kind of hard. Like I just kind of had this in my mind because I deal a lot with mental health myself, and nobody knows this, but nobody can normally see it. The only person that might really know about my mental health status is Malcolm. And that's because I tell him everything. My dad knows a lot, but Malcolm, to be honest, knows more than my dad. And am I sad about that? Yes, but at the same time, I feel more comfortable when I'm going through certain things to talk to Malcolm because he's either been through them or he knows what I'm going through because he's seen me go through these same situations. So why not talk to the person that has seen this firsthand for years?
Yeah.
In my adult phase. My dad knows all about me as far as my younger stage. Like we talk and I tell him a lot, but I try not to worry my family because my mental health, to be honest, is fucked. And I'm slowly but surely getting myself back to being where I feel like I'm comfortable. That's why I can talk a lot about mental health because I'm in this. I'm here with everybody that has that problem.
Right. Right.
Like I have, like people don't see it, and y'all might not think it, but I have
Mhm.
self-esteem issues to the core.
Mhm.
It's a lot of things to me that I feel like could be better for me, and I want to work on those, but I have to work on my mind first before I can really fix my body. And once I work on my mind, my soul will be at ease. And that's what I'm focusing on doing now. That's why sometimes I go silent. Even
Mhm.
Malcolm, I'll go silent for a while. And he have to bring me back out. Like, bro, you all right? Like, what's going on? I'm just trying to work on what I feel like needs to be worked on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a patient person.
Mhm.
I don't deal with disrespect
Mhm.
peacefully. You cannot come to me with no bull and think I'm finna just go by peacefully. I'm going to come at you. I have no choice. I keep telling y'all, it's more than one of me in here.
Yeah.
Ryan, I feel like your family can have a negative
Ryan.
impact on your mental
I
health.
feel
What's
like
good,
your
Ryan?
I
family could
definitely
have a negative
agree
impact
with
on
that.
your mental health. Sometimes I see it a lot in my family, especially now that I'm in college. That just add to my stress sometimes.
Ryan,
Your family
Mhm.
could have a negative impact on your mental health based on what it is that they say, the negative words, if they're not making you grow or anything like that. A lot deals with what a person goes through when they're young or
Yeah.
whatever like that, that they tend to carry into
Mm-hmm.
their adult years because they
Yeah.
haven't healed from that.
Right.
So, and then we learn, like a lot of people learn wrong, which they think is right because not parenting don't always come with the blueprint. So a lot of it's from what they learned from their parents and so on and so forth. So
Mm-hmm.
depending on how it is, it can have it, whether it's a two family, one family, people trying to get together and keeping it for what they feel is good. It's all based on how that person was molded and grew. Some people's breaking it, some people is stuck in it, unfortunately.
Yeah. And I feel as though when it comes to mental health, I feel like if you don't have a strong mental physically, it can hurt you, like damage you
Yeah.
wise. I feel like physically it can make you something that, physically it can harm you. That's the thing. If your mental isn't right, then physically, your body starts to break down, you
It
know.
does. Your mental health deals with all everything combined. Your mentally, emotionally, physically.
Mm-hmm.
When you deteriorate mentally, that tends to break your body down too because,
Mm-hmm.
like, let's say for example, if you're depressed or whatnot, you're not gonna have the energy to do anything. You're not gonna push forward or anything like that. So
Right.
you stay in this you stay in this state where you don't want to do anything. So that stops you from exercising, stops you from moving or whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
It messes with your health. If you're stressing, that messes with your health, and it just
Mm-hmm.
breaks you down and gets you sick in other areas that you haven't been sick in before, whatever the
Right.
case.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
true.
think,
Go ahead.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You were
No, go
gonna.
ahead.
No, I was gonna say I feel as though mentally during this whole COVID, I think a lot of people had a lot of mental breakdowns and like their mental health was like, pretty terrible, honestly, during this whole entire time, especially during the pandemic.
Of
And
course.
I feel like a lot of people felt like, hey, they're out of work or hey, they're this, so mentally, when you're in the house like for long periods of time and you're not able to go out into the world, mentally it has you think a lot. Like, you're thinking about a lot of stuff that's going on in your life and shit. And it can get people depressed. It can get you depressed. So
It's true, especially if you're not used to it. Like me, I can honestly say for
mm,
the pandemic, it was the best thing that happened to me. I'm a homebody. So me being in the house, that's something I love. But then it did weigh on me because I don't like being told to stay in the house or anything like that when I could be free. So it was the whole opposite. And then I wasn't able to work on my group like I wanted to and stuff like that. So it went with me, it was a good thing because I used to multitask so much that I didn't know when to slow down. I didn't know when to rest or how to rest really.
yeah.
And I was always on the go. So when that happened, it gave me time to slow down and see things one by one and not multitask so much. Granted, it's a struggle to multitask again, but I learned how to slow down and how to rest.
Yeah.
Whereas some people, that's all they needed was to rest, but because everything was open, their body was a go, 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 go. Or a lot of people don't want to deal with their issues or anything like that, so they find a way to go around it instead of dealing through it. So they'll find something to take that place when they're supposed to be dealing with it.
Yeah.
Yes, you say?
Yeah, I was just raising my hand to make sure I didn't interrupt, but I do have a question for everybody. We've talked about mental health. We've talked about certain things. We've kind of reached some of the comments, but I have this question for everybody, and I'm going to start it off, and I'm gonna pick with the ladies first. I'm not picking on y'all. I just want to know the ladies' opinion, and
Who's picking?
I've always been a Southern guy, and it's always ladies first. So, my question to y'all is: we talk about mental health. What steps do we take? Just like in your own experience, or what steps have you taken to start or even conquer your mental health or even fix your mental health or your way of thinking? Like, what steps have you taken to help yourself get to the place where you're trying to be?
I've been dealing with my own self-healing and my mental health and fixing it for over 8 years. The
KP.
steps that I took was
KP.
I looked stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
I dealt with depression, clinical depression. So I looked up depression.
Mm-hmm.
What things that might have caused it, issues within myself that caused it, talking to other people that I trusted, a lot of reading. Then I met a couple of friends and whatnot that became family, and they told me how they went to therapy and how it works. Granted, I heard that from everybody, but when you come from a certain background and stuff like that, hearing it from somebody who don't come from that same background, you're gonna have, you're gonna think differently. If you grew up and you always was told therapy's not good, this, that, and the third, you're gonna go off of that. So I finally had take the steps that I needed, and I went to therapy for a year. And that helped out a lot. Things that I couldn't answer, roadblocks that I couldn't get by, she was able to help clear the path so I could see things more clearly and stuff like that. When I got done with that, I graduated a little early from there and whatnot. And then I continued to take those steps, learn how to make boundaries, learn how to, like, a lot of my issues became from lack of self-love, self-esteem, all of that. And things that I grew, happened with me in my childhood.
Okay.
And up to like I was 24, whatever like that. So I started working on loving me more. I started working on my esteem more. I started working on my confidence. Some of them steps that I still work on to this day. I built a strong support system. I learned how to ask for help when I need it. It's the most hardest thing, but you know, when you reach out to other people that's like-minded or in the same way in the growth that you're trying, you tend to get those help. So that's what I've been doing and still doing. And then I made a support group also, which helps out as well.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, I mean, as far as the mental health part, I mean, I can't say I have an experience on it, but what I can say about it is that, I feel like you have to be happy with yourself, because mentally, if you're not happy with yourself, you won't be able to do things you want to do, or you'll get yourself in a state of depression. I was always told before that the best people to talk to are strangers, because why? They don't know you, they don't know your history, they don't know anything about you, so it's fun and it's easy to talk to them about what's going on in your life. So I mean, as far as what Lala was saying about her going to a physical therapist and just speaking with someone and kind of
telling what's going on in her life, how what she's dealing with, and she felt much better about it. I can understand that being the case, because as long as you have somebody that you want to speak to, or you have something you want to grieve, or a lot of people, we all grieve about shit we going through in our life, but if
Yeah.
you bottle it up and you keep it inside, mentally that can fuck you up,
Yeah.
because you're holding out on so much that you need to just kind of tell to somebody. It doesn't have to be somebody that or somebody who's close to you, but if you have that one person that's willing to listen and is able to listen and not understand where you're going what's going on with you, but have somebody to be there to talk about these problems and situations. So but yeah, it's the
Let
point
me
for me.
let me go off
It's
on
nothing
that.
for me like
When
this.
That's my problem now.
Damn, can
when
I answer
finding
the
somebody
fucking
to talk
question?
to, not to cut you
Hey,
off, but when finding somebody to talk to, not only do you want to
hey,
trust them,
hold
but
on.
you want to
God.
make sure they're not a yet. You
Oh Lord.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
What happened?
I have no clue.
I think
What happened?
I
might have
know.
been.
I think I know what it is. He had an answer,
Yeah.
and he wanted to
Scared
answer.
to open
Oh,
up, let it build up, then I end up exploding on people. Accident. So,
That
like
shit
I
is,
said,
yeah, I'm about to do the same thing, bro. Please come back.
scared to open up. Yeah. People I love on
some
accident.
some other things that could be helpful too is journaling.
Hmm. Definitely. Like I said, it's definitely something, you need to express yourself. You need time to, open up and, express it to somebody. If you don't feel as though you're comfortable enough to express it to someone, write it down, like, put all your feelings in a book, and once you do that, I promise you'll probably feel so much better. But,
Oh man, come on, bro. Not right now. I need you to be honest, hoe. Oh,
man,
look. Um.
wow. So, mhm.
Oh my God. No. No. Fuck, bro. Oh. Woosah. Okay. Apparently right now, guys, we have some technical difficulties with bro. So I'm we trying to get him back situated, but um, I don't even know where to start now. Oh, okay. Look, um, until we can get this issue resolved, I guess I'll go on and go. I wanted to go last because I kind of wanted to talk more about certain things. I wanted bro to go on and get himself together, but it looks like it's gonna be us three for now. So, oh, look, with mental health, man, it for me right now, my mental health journey is starting. Look, and that just kind of made my mental health a little bit worse. But just for the sake of Black Journal, I'm going to continue because I don't want the episode to be, you know, mental health is a very, very tough issue. Mental health is a very, very touchy subject for a lot of people. Mental health is something that I struggle with on a daily basis. But as a man, mental health to us in the public is shown as weakness.
Agree.
You can disagree with me, you can agree with me like Lala did, but mental health for a man is shown as weakness. If we feel like we are not okay with a certain thing or a certain topic, it's shown as a weakness or as a weapon. We can't be ourselves or express how we feel without being called soft. We can't express what we have going on in our life without being called a crybaby, without being told suck it up, without being told you're a man. But we have to, if we have a partner or if we're even just talking to a young lady, we have to definitely counteract and kind of walk around and tiptoe around their feelings due to the fact of their mental health in a sense. Because we can't solve those mental health problems for them, but we're responsible for them, as well as responsible for our own mental health problems.
Yeah.
So for certain men, it's yeah, and but hold on now, like my thing is this, and that is a good point.
I
But
agree with the comment.
and I understand what y'all saying, but y'all also have to understand something. Women say that. Women say that a lot, but when we ask for help, it's seen as a weakness.
That's because you can't just ask anybody for help, and that's when it seems for weakness. Because not all women look at it as a sign of weakness,
But
especially one that's trying to grow. But no, I do see where you're coming from. Because throughout my life, granted, I'm not a male, but the males that I've dealt
yes,
with, like trailed around and stuff like that, with when they went to go open up with their females or whatever like that, they were, oh, you soft, you weak, this, that, and third.
our body is a temple, and we have to focus on what energy is around us as well as what we put in our bodies. Yes, sir, you are correct. Why the fuck did you leave? We'll talk about that later. But you are definitely right, bro. Like our body is a temple, and the temple that we have is also connected to the soul that we have in our bodies. And that right there is truthfully a temple. And to be honest, a lot of us don't truthfully know how to treat that temple because we don't know how to deal with self. You feel what I'm saying? It's not. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. It's not for me. It's not even just about mental health in a sense. It's about self-love in a sense. Because to be honest, if you want to know what cures mental health issues, it's self-love. You have to do self-care. You have to take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else. Yes, most females do lose respect for men when we're vulnerable. That is a fact, and I agree with the comment, Henderson. That is.
I agree with that too.
Because it's like I'm not saying every woman, but I'm just gonna be honest. You can disagree with me if you want. I say about 80, 85, maybe 90% of women want a man that's strong, that's dependable, that's not vulnerable, that's go getter, that's this, that's that. The list goes on and on. But when you get a man, but you also want that, but they also want that man to express his feelings. They also want that man. Yes, parents did play a big role in that because a lot of parents, especially single moms, even mother and father households, that male son was always raised to be tough. You can't cry, you can't show emotion, you can't do these type of things. You can't be, as they would call you, a sissy. You can't show your feelings to people because feelings get you hurt. and that's coming from single moms and multi household and both parent households. So, with that being said, what is the cure? Is it just self? Is it just self? Is it just self love? Is it self care, or is it more than that?
It's more, it's all of that, but it's also you working on the inner you working on fixing your triggers, you and seeing what's triggering you, what's causing it. You have to get to the root of that. Without getting to the root of that, it's like putting on a band-aid.
I can't wait to open my space so I can teach the youth, male and female, how to love themselves.
Shadow work is one of the hardest things that I could honestly say I'm doing, but at the same time, it makes it so much easier. Not easy. It makes it easier in a sense because once you know which the areas to work on, and the root of the problem, it gets easier. But man, it takes up a lot of energy, a lot. But in order to get to the root of everything, that shadow work definitely do come in handy.
Mm.
Honestly.
Yep.
No one ever said it would be easy, Lala. If it was easy, how could anyone heal?
Nothing in life is easy. And I'm gonna say this because
I never said it was easy in that way. And if it was easy, I think everybody would be healed. But, and it's not easy, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people run from it, because they don't want to have to reopen them. They don't want to have to look at it directly in the face. No problem, Kate. No problem.
look, I have another question. To keep this going, I just kind of want to ask a question to y'all too. Like I want to answer some. As a matter of fact, before I ask this question, I'm gonna say this. With mental health, we can go on and on all night tonight about what we can do for mental health, but I just kind of want to. Okay, there it is. Jesus Christ. Look like the podcast started tripping. Oh my god, bro. I don't know what the fuck. All right, look. The podcast trip, we finna try to keep going. Like we know what I don't know what just happened. That's the first time that's happened in a while. Well, for me. But as far as mental health goes on, bro.
Sensei, I appreciate your openness.
Oh, okay. Thank you. This thing for me is mental health for me is already a big part of my life due to the fact that as a child I was always insecure about me. This is me. Like, and I'm just being honest. I've always been insecure about myself, about if I'm, handsome enough for certain people or if I'm this for certain people. But at the same time now I feel like there's no point because like I know who I am. I know what I got going. I know what I'm doing. I know people love me. So what? And I love myself, and I'm starting to love myself more. So what is the point of me looking for other people's approval when the only person's approval that I truthfully need is the one that I'm looking in the mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has to get up with me and tell me I look good. Nobody has to get up with me and tell me that I'm the shit.
Mm.
If I'm not your cup of tea, cool, move around.
Yeah.
But if I am, cool, that's cool too. I just want to be. I just like at this point in time in my life, I just want to make sure that I'm comfortable with myself. Because once I'm comfortable with myself, nobody can tell me anything.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can stop me from feeling like that I can do whatever I feel like I can do. And that's where I'm trying to get to. Am I there yet? No. But am I getting there? I feel like I'm getting there slowly, but
Right.
I'm not there yet. But so, because it seems like everybody done went mute. But this is my question for everybody. Well, it's not really a question anymore because we've all answered the questions about how we. Well, Lily said she really didn't have anything to say about mental health. Lala gave us hers. I was hoping Sir would give us his, but we had some things we got to take care of, and we'll come to that when we come to it. But I
Now,
feel
how
like
about this? Stop all this. I'm gonna let this shit be known. This is what we gonna do. This is why mental health is important. I know motherfuckers want to say what they gotta say. People already answered the question. Fall the fuck back so somebody else can answer the question. Then you can give your educated responses after that. Agreed. Thank you very much. So what I was saying in the comments is that we have to have our body right, our temple right? So therefore, if our bodies is not right, that means our temple is not right. That's all I really wanted to say. I have more to say, but that's all I have to say. I'm gonna just calm down. Y'all can go ahead. I had to go deal with some stuff, y'all. So thank y'all. I'm sorry, Mally Mal, by the way, if I haven't noticed. Thank you.
oh my god. I'm not
even laughing, to be honest with you. So
I'm not. I understand what you're saying, bro. But I had to like that's the only way I can deal with what's going on, bro. Like if I don't laugh, I'm trying to keep from other things. But like I was saying, I don't even remember where the fuck I was, but I was asking a question. But now I can't remember the question. But let's just go to another topic as far as mental health. There's a lot of different aspects of mental health. Where do y'all feel like is the first place to start when it comes to mental health? I'm not saying who answers first. I'm just gonna shut up. Everybody just answer. If you need to answer and raise your hand, we'll do that. Somebody answer. Yes.
Communication is really it rules the nation. If you don't have communication, you can't attack mental health at all. You can't have dialogue when people are actually trying to have some dialogue, some real life dialogue. It's not going to work out. And it's not even aimed towards y'all. This is literally in general because that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people have dialogue between us. It starts with finding within yourself. Of course it does, but I'm talking about what I'm talking about. Thank you. And then when it comes down to anything, we have to talk about communication. Sometimes a lot of communication is miscommunicated. And then guess what? Nothing goes well in the brain. It doesn't connect because we don't see eye to eye. We may not. It's not about not liking each other. People can like somebody but have miscommunication and it causes a rift, right? So therefore, that's what it is. That's one of the things. But also, you can find within yourself too. A lot of people can't do that because nobody don't even know what their self is. Some of the times. So sometimes you have to go through life, communicate with people, know how to have mentors in your life. My dad, my uncle, I don't know about my auntie right now. those are the mentors that I had. They're gone right now, almost. One of them is almost gone. So therefore, I have a lot of shit that I deal with mentally too. So therefore, communicate with your people about what it is they need to find within themselves. Is that Ray or Kaya? So that's a good statement. But at the same time, there's other aspects of that as well.
Yeah. Sure.
Lily, you're up.
Me?
Yes.
Like I said again, I'm not an expert on mental health, but like I said, I just know like certain points on how, you should start somewhere from mental health, if you care about your well-being as far as like, what you do, like as far as, self-care and, like you said before, Sensei, you said about self-care, loving yourself first, if you don't love yourself first, then it's like, you know, how can you mentally you can't go out in the world, because a lot of people, if you have really bad mental health, a lot of people they do suicide. A lot of people, they feel suicidal, they want to kill themselves because they don't feel as though mentally they're strong enough to take on whatever they're dealing with in life. So I think that's really what it's about. I know there's is more to it, but okay, have a good night. I was just contributing. Okay, have a good night, Ray. Thank you
You
for
have a good night as
stopping.
well.
So, but yeah, that's just how I see it. You brought the cane out. Oh shit.
Oh no, don't worry about me. No lie.
Yeah, so but
I'm in my own world. I'm in my own world, y'all. I'm just trying to wrap my head around some shit and fix certain things that I need to fix.
Yeah.
I'm doing self love and self work. So go ahead, Lala, if you got any answers. Man, I'll go last and we'll go from there. Somebody can ask a question. I'm just trying to keep this going because mental health is a very, very vast topic and a very, very broad topic. So
definitely.
we can go just depending on how everybody feels. Like I'm here. I really, this is something I really like to talk about because I am a mental health victim, and a lot of us are, and a lot of us don't even know it. And that's where it starts. It's knowing that you need help. Excuse me, to yourself is the first step for me. Because when I figured out I needed help, I started to help myself. I started to research. I started to do more knowledge on me. I started to figure out what I liked and what I didn't like. I started to push myself to do things that I normally didn't do or eat things that I normally didn't eat because maybe trying new things might push me to be a better me. And I can be honest with me, I don't like trying new shit. I don't like new things. I fucking hate new things. God bless you too, Damien.
Appreciate you, Damien.
I don't like trying new shit.
Yeah.
Malcolm can tell you when we first became Sigmas, like, yes, I love the limelight. I've always been a person that loves hearing people call my name. But when it comes to me, like being in front of like hundreds and thousands of people, I hated that shit. So for like the first 2 step shows, I was extremely fucking nervous.
Yeah.
I didn't like being around that type of energy. So my first 2 step shows, I kept my eyes closed until I started to feel the beat of the drum of the step.
Yeah.
My 3rd step show, I was completely normal. I enjoyed myself, and Malcolm can tell you that because we made that stroll together. That stroll was made out of, and I'm gonna just say it. That stroll was made out of love.
Yeah.
That stroll was made out of understanding and trust between 2 dudes and 2 men that were from different states that know each other. Period.
Yeah.
I would never go against my brother because that man right there, up there in the right on the top left corner, has saved me more times than anybody in my life. Is probably one of the only men other than my pops and my cousin that can calm me down. And maybe my big brother most of the time. But other than that, like if it's just him and I'm ready to go, 9 times out of 10, he gonna be ready to go. And vice versa, because we've clicked off of day one. So when I feel he's irritated, I get irritated.
Yeah.
I get stuck. I don't know what exactly to do because he is a part of my life. If me and that nigga was the same blood type, I give him my blood, and that's the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
So when he gets frustrated, so do I. When he gets stuck, so do I. It's like a twin feeling, but he's not my twin. We don't look alike, but we feel and we act. We don't act completely alike because we're different individuals. But as far as the sense, that's my twin in the sense. And anybody that's seen us together will tell you that. We might not be completely alike, but we share a lot of values and a lot of things. It's a lot of shit that I do that he fucking don't like, and he get on my ass about it, and I thank him for that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, and a lot of people don't know it, but y'all too might see it. But when I'm around Malcolm, my mental health is careless. I don't care about anything in the world because my brother is here.
Yeah.
I have somebody that I can really talk to, no matter what the problem is, and he won't judge me.
Yeah.
He won't take the shit that I'm telling him and tell somebody else because that's gonna get him clout. He do the shit out of the strength of his love for me. So for me, my mental health is very, very important. What's up, son?
Aww.
What's that? Almost done. Go. Say hi.
You also
Hey,
gotta be mentally
going on?
strong for your children
Stop
too.
flipping
As
before
well.
you hit your head on the chair.
Ooh.
I know you almost did.
Oh.
No, it's Maya's. Leave it alone. Put it down. Put it down. Put it. Motherfucker. Oh, yeah, I know. Put it down. Go upstairs. I love you. Go. Go. Motherfucker. I'm not fucking.
Oh.
Yeah,
No. Well.
it was gonna happen regardless.
Yeah, and I think him being a parent and Lala being a parent. I think you got to be mentally. You have to be mentally strong for your children as well. So I think that's one thing.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta have your mental health at least sane enough to to keep your kids' energy, out of bay. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I think you have to be strong. You have to be mentally strong for your children. Say, Kura. That said, I don't have children, but I'm sure, Sensei and Lala can tell you that, Yeah.
As far as the person having a child, it is very, very challenging. But it is probably it is probably the best thing that has happened to me in the last 6 years of my life. Because yes, he gets on my goddamn nerves.
Jesus.
But he's me. But he's me. And Malcolm can tell you that. Mal can tell you that. He's me. He's just a bright version of me. So what I'm dealing with is what my father dealt with. And Dad, still on her. I am so sorry. I am sorry. Whatever I did as a kid, I am sorry. Because this little man over here is me personified, Pop. Like, he's me. And it's crazy to see myself in my son. The energy, the snarkiness, the comebacks. Like, that's me. And I can't do anything about it but laugh sometimes. Because sometimes it just shows me what I did as a kid.
Right.
But granted, we did have certain different, parenting styles. Like my parents weren't handling that shit.
Yeah.
But But my thing is this, and I'm gonna stop talking, and we can go from wherever y'all want to go. Malcolm,
After this, I don't care about no final thoughts. To be honest with you, just make sure your mental health is cool.
Bro said it. Make sure your mental health is cool. This has been Black Journal, and we out.
We out this motherfucker.
Later, y'all.
God bless.